Good morning everyone. Welcome back to Business Studies class. Today I will start new chapter called Business Environment. Business Environment. So first chapter we have seen as Introduction to Management. What is management and what are the in-depth things about the concept called management we have seen. In second chapter, in order to manage, managers need guidelines. Those are called principles. So second chapter we have seen as principles of management. In third chapter we will be studying the environment of business. The word business and the environment are general words. We hear or we are using these words in day-to-day life. When I say business, what is business? Business is an economic activity, okay, which is undertaken with the intention of earning profit. This we know. In first year syllabus, we had a clear idea about what is a business is. So we define business as an economic activity performed with the intention of earning money. And we know the features, characteristics, objectives, and different aspects regarding the concept called business we have already learned in our first year syllabus. When we come to the second part of this chapter heading, that is environment, it is also a general word. What is environment? It is nothing but surroundings. With what we are surrounded with is called environment. In general, you might heard some of the words saying, if you see a particular person who is not with the right attitude, a right mindset, what we say in general, the environment in which he brought up was not good, hence he is like this. Yes or no? We just conclude there. The environment in which he has brought up may not be good, hence his attitude, the ability of thinking, or the way of perceiving the things is different. Is that clear? Then what is this environment? Environment is with which we are surrounded with. Okay, now we'll take. As a student, what is your environment? Okay, your family members, your neighbors, your friends, your college, your lecturers, everything counts to the environment of the students. When I say students' environment should be good, what all it counts? It counts your parents, it counts your friends. You should have a good friends, you should have good teaching staff, you should have good college premises, everything counts. When we say a particular student is doing good, it surely people will think that the environment provided to that student is good. Means with him everything, with what he is surrounded with is almost good, hence he is able to come out with the good things we see. So now we'll apply this environment to the business. So we know that business is an economic activity. When I say business environment, we have to understand the concept like with what business is surrounded with. What are the things which are influencing the business we are going to see in this particular chapter, and how a particular manager should be, and how he has to consider his environment, and how it will be helpful to him. That is what we are going to learn in this particular chapter called Business Environment. Okay, let's start with the meaning. When I say business environment, it refers to all those external factors which influences the working of business, but business does not have any control over that. Example, I'll tell you. You are surrounded with such people. It might be friends, it might be parents, it might be your college, or it might be your neighbors. You are surrounded with such people who has influence over you, but you don't have any control over them. Example, I'll tell you. Your neighbor has greater influence on you. If you see your neighbor always busy in social work, okay, with their influence, even you may get into social work. You will be seeing how their attitude towards society, towards the poor, towards the lame, towards the unworthy people, how they are reacting. By seeing them, even you will cultivate that habit in yourself. It means your neighbors have influence over you. Is that right? But just think, do you have any control over them? Can you control them? Means you can you restrict them for something? Obviously no, because they were nowhere directly related to you or meant for you. They are just neighbors to you. They are there in your environment. By seeing them, you are influenced. That's it. But you don't have any control over them. You cannot say to your neighbor that you should not get it involved in the social work. You cannot say them. Okay, and even if you oppositely we can say, even your neighbor cannot force you, or they cannot have a control over you saying that you should involve in social work. They cannot. Just you might influenced by them, but you don't have any direct control over them. Similarly, business is surrounded with so many things outside. I'm speaking. Business is surrounded with many external things by which it will be influenced, but it does not have any control over them. So it is in micro sense, means it is in small sense. But when I say in macro sense, in large, business environment does not only mean external factors, it also means internal factors within the business. Within the business itself, employees, okay, the managers, the owners, all these internal rules and regulation, policies, all those we call as internal factors of a business or an organization. When I say external things, it can be customers, it can be suppliers, it can be investors, it can be politics, it can be law, it can be government. Government spelling is written wrong there, you correct it. Government, technology, everything. I'll get you an example now. See, customers are those to whom you have to give a product. You have to produce or you have to distribute a product. If you are in the production unit, production industry, you have to produce and give it. If you are in aids to trade, that is, if you are only in trading business, you have to purchase from the producer and you have to give to the customer. This is what the work of a business is, right? But your business is dependent upon whom? It is dependent upon customers. If the taste and preference of the customer changes, and if you don't accept that and change your product, do you think your product will be accepted by the customers? No, generally. Customers purchase what they need. They don't purchase what you produce. Is that clear? Customers want to pay money for what they need, but not for what you produce as a business. Hence, it is a responsibility of every business initially to know the need of a customer or group of customers and then start producing and then start supplying them. This will be the activity. Now, if there is any change in the customer's taste and preference, don't you think that it will be having effect on you? If you don't accept that change, if you don't identify that change and adopt that change in your business, do you think will you sustain in the market as a business? We know the answer that we cannot. Hence I am saying customers are outside the business, hence we consider them as an external factor, but they have direct influence on what? Your business. Similarly, we go with the government. We know that 5 years once or even early times we go with elections, right? So what happens there? Government changes. Once it might be BJP government, once it might be JDS, and another time it might be Congress or many else. So what happens when government changes? Set of ministers will be changed. Is it clear? And we have seen that those ministers are having authority to make policies, to make rules for the state, or it might be a country. When they come out with some rules to the business, your business has to accept the rule. Earlier you might be following some other rule. You can just say like GST, like sales tax. Okay, the rates of taxes were different when a particular government was there, and now that there is a change. See, if when government changes and when government comes out with a new rule, as a business, if you don't accept those rules, do you think you get permission to run your business in that particular state or country? We know the answer. No. So obviously you have to follow that. It means government has influence over business, but business does not have any control over the government. Similarly, customers have influence over the business, but business does not have any control over the customers. Business cannot say that I have produced this, you have to purchase this. No. But customer says that I am paying money, so I need this. Are you getting that? So we say we'll be studying as per your syllabus. We'll be studying in micro level, that is in small way we'll be studying. Hence we'll be considering only external factors. We are not going for internal factors. When you are when you go into higher studies, there you will be studying in macro level. There you will be seeing business environment, in the sense both internal and external factors. But as per your standard, as per your level of class, you have to learn that business environment refers to all those external factors. We are not counting internal factors at this level. In later stage you will be studying that. Okay, business environment refers to all those external factors which influences the working of the business, but business does not have any control over them or that. Then we'll start with the features of business environment. That is, we have to understand how the environment of business will be to have a good idea about business. See, I'll get you an example here. When you have good idea about your environment, what is happening with what you are surrounded with, if you are able to know that, you can have a right way of your stand. Are you getting that? You can move yourself in a right direction when you are aware of your surroundings. Clear? Similarly, as a manager, you should know what are the external factors which influence you and how their attitude will be. What is their characteristics, you have to know as a manager. Okay, we have some 7 features which explains the characteristics or the features of environment which is surrounded, with what the business is surrounded with. So your features are like this: totality of all external factors, specific and general factors, interrelatedness, dynamic in nature, uncertainty, complexity, and relativity. So these 7 features we are going to study. So it's very important topic. You have to have a good idea about the business environment. Okay, so can be asked for 4 marks. If you are able to write 5 points with the right explanation, complete marks you will be getting. We'll start with the first feature, that is totality of external factors. When I try to understand the environment of business, one thing I have to keep in mind that I have to count, I have to sum up all those things. Okay, I have to count, or I have to see all the factors in an total, in an way of summing up all the external factors which has influence over business. Okay, individually it will be having effect, no doubt, but when I say business environment, it means it is the totality of all external factors. When I am speaking about business environment, I am speaking about the government which is having influence over business. I will be speaking about the politic changes, nature of politics in my country, or with what my business is surrounded with. I will be counting that also. I will be counting technological changes. For example, if you consider the Japan, technology is on the peak there. Okay, technology, use of technology is on the peak. Even Israel you can count. Use of technology, use of equipments, machinery is on the top. Okay, so there the effect of technology over the business will be very high related to our country. So even I have to count technological changes, I have to count taste and preference of the customers, investors attitude, all these things I have to count when I want to go with the study of business environment. With what? See, for example, I want to start a particular business. Now I want to know with what I'll be surrounded with if I start a particular type of business. Example, I want to start a restaurant. Okay, so when I have an idea to start a restaurant, I should start thinking what are the different external factors which may have influence over my restaurant business. Is it clear? So we say we have to count all the factors when you study the business environment. Hence we say it is a totality, means in summed up way we will be studying all the factors, will be counting and will be focusing on each and every factor which has influence on our business. Hence we say one of the characteristic of business environment is totality of external factors. You have to study all those things because you will be having in one or the other way, you will be influenced by all your environment, factors of environment. Okay, specific and general factors. When I say different factors are there, some factors will be having direct effect over your business and those are called specific factors, and some factors will be having indirect effect, that is called general factors. See, when government go with the changes in the rules, it will be affecting all the business, not only your business. So we count that as a general factor which has influence over business. Clear? But when I say employees, when I say managers, some of the internal factors, okay, so those we call as very specific, like your suppliers, your investors, they will be having specific effect on your business. So we say those factors are specific factors. Clear? The factors which has direct influence over your business, for example, if your investors don't invest in your company, you don't get the funds. So that will be a problem to your business, not to all the businesses of that particular state or the country. Is it clear? Hence we say such factors will be considering as specific factors which has influence over my business. And there will be some other factors like government, like politics, like law and order. All those will be having effect over all the businesses of that state or country, not only your business. So such factors, influencing factors, we call it as general factors. So when you are studying your business environment, first you have to think over all the factors you have to count. Okay, all the factors you have to count. Secondly, you have to separate it, classify it, like what are the specific factors for me and what are the general factors for me. You should have a good idea over that. Then comes interrelatedness. Here you have to remember that when we will be seeing what are those influencing factors in next classes. Here you have to understand, we have taken example in the meaning that even customers, government, politics, law and order, all this will be having influence over the business. And you have to understand that they are interrelated. They are interrelated. I mean, the taste and preference of the consumer, when it changes because of some other reason. Okay. For example, I'll tell you. Government has hiked the petrol charges. Okay. Government has hiked the petrol charges. Now the preference of consumers, that is people, in spite of going for petrol vehicles, they want to go for electrical vehicles. Okay. There is a change in government rules and regulations. Hence, there is a change in customers' preference that will affect the business who comes out with the vehicles, petrol vehicles. Is it clear? Government has hiked the petrol prices. Continuously they have hiked. It has reached to the peak. So now it has an effect on whom? The customers, consumers. Now they want to go with the alternative, that is they want to go with electrical or solar, something it might be invented. So they want to go with some other option. When they have shifted their interest preference from using petrol vehicles to the electrical vehicles, now the business who is producing the coming out manufacturing the vehicles, petroleum or petrol used vehicles, now their demand will decrease. Why it has happened? Because the taste has been changed, the consumer preference has been changed. Why they have shifted their preference? It is because of government rules. Are you getting that? In that way, one factor will be influencing other. Hence we have to understand that all the factors, all the influencing factors over the business will be interrelated. One will be related. When there is a change in one factor, it will influence other factor to change. Is that clear? Hence we study totality of all external factors. Okay. Then we say next point is dynamic in nature. Dynamic in the sense it is not there is no constant position. Always it changes. All the features, all the factors, it might be law, it might be politics, it might be customers' taste and preference, always they change. You cannot expect similar things. You can say the taste and preference of consumers over 10 years has been changed drastically. Now all are preferring organic products. Is that clear? Because we are health conscious. Okay, we have become more health conscious and we go with what? Organic products. Though it is a bit costly also, we don't mind spending money for that. Clear? Even we can say nowadays middle class families also, they are focusing on organic products. Why? Why there is a shift? It means medical charges has been increased. If you come out with any problem, any issue, health issue, you have to spend lakhs of rupees to the hospitals for your health care. So what people generally, intellectuals, what they are thinking is spending of money is compulsory. Okay, when you have non-organic products, your health issues will be more and you have to spend money to the hospitals. It's better to purchase organic products, though they are a bit costly. Anyhow, you have to spend money. Okay, in that way they have shifted their preference from non-organic to the organic, though they are costly. Is that clear? So the companies coming out with normal products, they have lost their demand and the organic products demand has been increased. Like that there will be always change. We don't know to what extent this will continue. Again there will be a change. The change in the trend we can say. Is that clear? So earlier it was considered like prestige issue, using 4-wheelers or 2-wheelers. It was a prestigious issue. But because of health conscious, even educated, good those who are in good positions also using bicycles nowadays. I hope you might be aware of that. Why there is a shift? Again, health issue. So always we cannot expect that the demand or any factor, government or politics or law, it will not be same over the years. Okay, it will change. Hence you have to understand that there will be change. You have to accept and move with the change. All the external factors, they will be keep on changing. And as a manager, it's your responsibility to identify the change, notice the change and move with the change. Right? Then comes it is uncertain. Uncertain in the sense we don't know when it changes, how it changes. We can have just speculations. This trend may continue for this year, these many years. We can have just a guess, a speculation, but no one can get you the surety. This we have understood with the effect of COVID-19, I hope. Yes, anything may happen. Anything may happen. So we should be mentally and even physically ready to accept the change. Whatever change is necessary, we have to move on with that. That is what we say discipline. Okay, discipline says what you like, do that. It does not say that. Or what is necessary, do that. Okay, so we should be disciplined people. So whatever the external things, whatever demand we are finding, we have to move with that. We should not restrict ourselves saying that no, I don't like it, I cannot do that. No, we cannot go with such words. We should be brave enough, we should be dynamic enough to move with the change, because there exists uncertainty. So all the external factors have this feature, that is uncertainty. No one knows when it happens and how it turns. It's our only scope and responsibility is identifying that and moving with that. The next is complexity. Means it is not so easy to analyze each and every external factor. Many things will be involved. So that will be done through whom? Generally research, surveys. Okay, through research and surveys some information will be getting, but it's not so easy to get the information, okay, regarding the different external forces. Hence we say it is tough to know, understand and adopt the change. Hence we say it is complex, that is tough in nature. So all the environment, why we say it is tough is the sense, best we say that we don't have any control over that. We don't have any control. We are influenced by that, but we don't have any control. Hence we say it is tough. See, when we have control over that and when we can change our environment as we like, we say it is not at all tough. Whenever I like, I can change. But it's not like that. It has influence over you, but you don't have any control over that. Hence we come out with the feature called complex in nature, complexity. Good. Then lastly, a relativity. A relativity in the sense, the environmental factors depends upon the different things. Example, the environment which influences a business in India may not be same in some other country. We know that we are in developing countries list, and we also know many of the Western countries, they are in developed countries list. Like Saudi Arabia you can take, UAE countries you can take, America you can take. We count all those countries as developed nations, developed countries. So their environment will be different. I means what exists there, what is a political kind. For example, if I take Saudi Arabia, there you know that political system will not be so strong there. It will be different than our country. Is it clear? Still even now we will be saying that kings, there they will be using that word. Democratic we don't have there, right? Democracy we don't have there, right? So it will be different from in different sense. Okay, so the factors which influences the business, for example, I want to start a restaurant, I said, what are the factors which influence my restaurant when I start that in India will be different. When I want to start same type of restaurant in some other country, like what we have taken America, what are the factors which influences that restaurant which I am going to start in America will be different. The factors which influences the restaurant which I want to start in Saudi Arabia will be different. Is that clear? So the factors which influences the particular business in different countries differs. They are related with different things. It depends upon the geographical condition. It depends upon the system of that country. Many other things. Okay, it will be dependent on many other factors. Okay, so if I want to start a particular business in my country, my environment will be different. Here I have more political influence. But the same business I want to start in some other country, developed country, and where there is no democracy, in such countries the influence of politics will be very less. It is like that. Hence we say they are one of the feature is relativity. Alright, we have seen 7 features of business environment. One is totality of external factors. It means we have, when we start studying the environment of business, we will be considering all, we will be summing up all the external factors and study, and in that few will be specific, which will be having direct effect over business, and some other will be general, which will be having effect on all the businesses, and they are related with each other. One factor will influence other and that will influence other. Okay, so we say they are interrelated. and there will be always change in that. So they are dynamic in nature. They are uncertain. We cannot guess. Just we can have somewhat of speculation, but not speculations are always they are truth. Okay. So it may or may not happen. Hence we say they are uncertain in nature. Hence and next you will see they are not so easy because we don't have any control over that. Okay. Hence we say it is complex in nature, tough in nature. And lastly, they are related with that particular country environment. Hence we say it is a relativity feature. We have as importance that we'll see in our next class. Till then, take care. Bye. Thank you.